I respect everybody's choices. My choice is to stay true to myself and my religion. That's all I'm going to say.
How do your religious beliefs?
Like I said, that's all I'm going to comment on that. If you have any hockey questions, I would answer those.
Can you just clarify
What is your religion?
Can you clarify your religion?
Russian Orthodox.
This is Ivan Provorov of the Philadelphia Flyers. When the team held Pride Night, he refused to wear the rainbow-themed warm-ups. Head coach John Tortorella addressed the media post-game.
Really a great night. With Provi, he's being true to himself and to his religion. This has to do with his belief in his religion. And it's one thing I respect about Provi. He's always true to himself.
This is disappointing from Tortorella. However, at the end of the day, he is John Tortorella after all. Now, this is where we cannot and will not allow history to just be washed away. Because in 2016, John Tortorella said of San Francisco 49ers quarterback Colin Kaepernick's protest, "If any of my players sit on the bench for the national anthem, they will sit there the rest of the game." That's when Tortorella was asked another question.
Was there any consideration on your part when he chose not to wear the jersey to not play him as a result?
No. I'm not going to answer many more questions.
The hard-headed Tortorella, who always has a beef with someone and is outspoken on just about everything, suddenly has very little to say. The irony. According to the Pew, Provorov's religion largely rejects the LGBTQ+ community, believing it to be a sin. In fact, the head of Provorov's religion said so-called homosexual marriages were a threat to families and added that when laws are detached from morality, they cease being laws people can accept. He was equating LGBTQ+ rights to Nazism. According to the Times, the patriarch has made similar comparisons between marriage equality and authoritarianism in the past, saying in 2016 that homosexual unions were a form of Soviet totalitarianism that threatened humanity. Furthermore, their position is quite clear on the subject. This is a very dangerous apocalyptic symptom, and we must do everything in our powers to ensure that sin is never sanctioned in Russia by state law, because that would mean that the nation has embarked on a path of self-destruction. Wow, that is a very far cry from what the NHL has sold us, isn't it? You know, the mantra of hockey is for everyone, including the celebration of Pride Month. So what did the Flyers do that was so offensive to this small-minded man? Before the game, the team wore warm-up jerseys with rainbow logos and wrapped their sticks in rainbow tape. Both the jerseys and the sticks, the team announced, were supposed to be auctioned off for charity. There was also a pregame skate for a local organization for LGBTQ+ youth. The Flyers gave complimentary tickets to the game to 9 LGBTQ+ organizations. That's what grinds this guy's gears, is that folks were instructed to have different colors on hockey tape and on their warm-up jerseys, and that folks in LGBTQ+ organizations were being recognized. Are you kidding me? How small-minded this person is. Broad Street Hockey's Madeline Campbell would write, Provorov has made it abundantly clear he's not a team player. He has taken an exercise that the whole of the team participates in order to support an underserved section of their fan base, and made it about himself and his beliefs. He is not the first Russian Orthodox player in the league who was asked to take part in his team's Pride Night celebrations. He will not be the last. That's all others to date have shown up when he couldn't is disappointing too. Now, some might remember the Detroit Red Wings as Pavel Datsyuk. Incredible handles, good deking. Well, he too cited his religion as the reason he does not believe gay people should have any rights whatsoever. The defector's Kelsey McKinney would add this of John Tortorella. People are allowed to hold hateful and awful beliefs. A head coach cannot force a player to warm up in a jersey he doesn't want to wear. But a coach is also free to inflict his own standards and rules on his players, and there was nothing stopping Tortorella from benching Provorov for the game. It's a simple principle, really, one coaches adhere to all the time. You don't practice, you don't warm up, then you don't play. She would continue, as a head coach, your duty is not only to your team, but to your fan base. And on a night when the arena was filled with people who were there to celebrate Pride, when almost the entirety of the team chose to participate, Tortorella chose to let Ivan Provorov play. What shouldn't get lost is exactly what Kelsey is saying here. This was supposed to be a safe place, a place where we recognize you, we love you, we accept you for who you are. That is what the NHL is sending out to its fan base. And best believe, you may not want to believe it if you're a hater, and if you're someone who thinks like this, there are gay hockey fans. They should be welcomed. This is a sport that has been so far behind, and Akim Aliu has been outspoken on many issues, and yet here we are, with the league and team saying, we welcome you, this is a safe place, and Ivan Provorov saying, no, it's not. I don't think this should be a safe place for you. And to also say that you respect everyone and then do that, you don't respect everyone. You're hiding behind the thin veil that is religion in order to promote your bigotry. Let's just be real about it. Deadspin's Sam Fells would conclude, Torts is a hard ass until it really matters. If your religion teaches that some people are less worthy of rights, inclusion, and care because of who they are, your religion is a steaming pile of blank. Plain and simple. It is a frustrating reminder that even as sports organizations try to open up to all kinds of fans, there remain people with the power and influence to really make a difference in the game who do not seem to care.